My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to the solo adventures here in Hearthstone. We're going to be continuing with Dalaran Heist in Heroic. We currently have the anomaly. Turn that down a little on my side. We currently have the anomaly active. Death Rattles trigger twice.
It will never be ours until the Kirin Tor is dealt with. Come with me.
Alright, I'll try and do it with Warlock. I'm still trying to do the new classes, but I guess, like, I played Druid probably fewer times than I play Warlock now. Or equal? Equal amount of times as I played Warlock. Oh, we'll still do this. Sacrificial. Nate. So, Eager Underling is obviously a really good minion in this. Played a Beetle. Okay. Possessed Villager is okay as well. Alright. Let's continue. Whew.
Tekan versus Lindsay.
Prepare your regrets.
Got a pretty good opening here. Just curve out. Ooh, woohoo. We can get and kill that underling. We're in a good position. Down. I mean, the enemy might do it for us. I'm gonna go for the face, really? So possess villager hero power next time, maybe? Still seems kind of weak. Oh no, possess villager is a really good play because it means that I will definitely have minions on the board to buff with the eager underling buff.
Get it out! Get it out!
Arcane anomaly. Okay, it's not too much of a concern, I don't believe.
Twice the pain, but mostly the humiliation.
As long as I clear the board.
What can I do?
As best I can, we should now be able to win pretty easily. It's a good minion. I don't think you're gonna have the time to capitalize on it though.
Cut him down to size.
I am low on cards.
Only just. Alright, so attack with you. And then murder. Close one there. Extremely close. Choose a treasure. Also, let me just quickly pop that off so that I can quickly exit Discord so that business conversations stop happening on screen. My bad. I thought that I'd fixed that so that that wouldn't happen, but it turns out I didn't. Expedite. We want to play more minions because the minions are going to have the death rattles. Okay, no death rattles then. I mean, if we go for Lakari Sacrifice this early, we might actually be able to make a discard deck. Okay.
The Citadel is home to the greatest mages of Azeroth, as well as Akazanzarak.
So, most of the things that discard cards for us are going to be minions, or most of the things that do it effectively are going to be minions. Alright, we already have 4 discards just with Doom Guards and the other one.
Prepare your regrets.
Step right up.
Eager Underling is the best card in the entire deck. I don't think I can throw that back. This also gives me a curve as well. Neat. So the fact that we have Expedite is going to make it a lot easier for us to remove cards. That's effectively what I was arguing there.
Wonders like you've never seen before. An all-new feat just for you, my lovely audience.
All of that's fine. Means absolutely nothing to me. Ooh, what a draw. Makes the Eager Underling even better.
Have you ever seen something so amazing? I think
Reduct tomorrow? Reduct tomorrow? I actually don't even have a spell that's larger than that, so I was never going to have that.
What can I bless?
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes
Come on.
these feats of prestidigitation.
Just...
But
Oh, no! Okay, that's fine. Ish. It's not good, but it's still fine. So I'll play out Doomguard, then track you across there, sack. Number board is really good. Effectively, the enemy needs another bunny transformation. Or they lose.
what happens next?
Yogus Pogus?
Options.
Well, I mean, I might end up drawing into board clear or something like that, so... We'll see. Don't twisting nether me, don't doom me. That'll do. Gotta remember, this character still hasn't done all of their hero power unlocks, so I do want to use the hero power as much as I can, and I want to play as many demons as I can. Play, not summon, play as many demons as I can. Down along my side even further. Woo! Even more discard, as well as the ability to benefit from discard, the ability to immediately trigger Lucari's Sacrifice with a decent hand, and Deathwing. Good end game minion at the very least. Jacklick is also quite good in that it refunds, right, itself effectively if you discard it. It's one of the best cards in a discard deck in my honest and humble opinion. That said, so's Malkazar's, and Cataclysm does give you the ability to just instantly trigger your Lucari Sacrifice. One of the big problems that we'll have with that is that if the enemy kind of just bashes our face in while all of that's going on, we do need a way to heal as well.
I only have a few tomes.
Ooh, we can just...
I possess more knowledge
You
than
just do
all
this.
your tomes put together.
This one's gonna work. Lucari turn 1, tap, Cataclysm. Because Lucari only needs to discard 6 cards. Woo! Malkazar's is going to make that a full redraw. Although that'll probably overdraw me eventually. Tap. Yep. Next turn I Cataclysm. Actually, I can even play something first and then Cataclysm.
Why do you call? The Cataclysm returns.
We did it! And then next turn, I have exactly enough mana to play the Nether Portal.
Death does not scare me.
This is a library.
Go. Infinite 3/2 imps. I don't know if this is gonna be good enough though.
To read.
I learned this one from an old paperback.
Yeah, the enemy is just gonna punch my face in. I need that face. For face-related things.
Keep your voice down.
Master spell, silence all enemy minions. Why is that in your deck? Do you really need that? Are you certain you really need that? I need the enemy minions to be constantly trying to trade against mine. Because that's the only way I win, right? I just outvalue them with all of my minions on board. I can't go face, because if they just decide to go face at the same rate, they win.
You never know what you will find in an old dusty scroll.
I'm very likely to just Deathwing next turn. Especially if the enemy develops one or more minions. It's one minion. Good. Okay, so we go face twice, summon the Deathwing. This is a pretty interesting way to play the deck, I'll say that.
So loud. No music in the library.
It's a pretty good deck.
Mortal life.
Oh, really?
Fragile. I am low on cards.
Okay.
There are no cards left.
I'll take my extra turn so that I can hero power again. It'll cost us a lot of HP, but we still win. We get a second hero power out of it. I suspect that this deck is either going to be completely awesome or just crash and burn because there's not enough value to just get a 3-2 every turn when your enemy is just pumping out giant minions constantly. Dreamgrove Ring, Soul Reaper Scythe, the Muscle. The Muscle gives us more cards to discard in hand. Soul Reaper Scythe gives us a lot more board control instantaneously. I suspect for that reason Soul Reaper Scythe is what we go for. Dreamgrove Ring is going to be the absolute saddest thing to discard. Alright. Alright, it has to be discard, right? We're going all the way with this build.
You can find the best people in dives such as this. By best, I mean bad.
But that's not what that means. I don't mean to be too much of a prescriptivist with language. It's fine, I guess. Roll with it how you good. Move how the go how the spirit moves you, right? Recruit. All of those are complete garbage. So Brood definitely. I want to keep both of the Doom Guards and definitely the Eager Underling. So. Kindle? Alright, we'll Kindle first.
Is something burning in here?
Get rid of the Spirit Bomb. The rest of these are good. Spirit Bomb is a little too much damage to take to our own face. Right hand to man, none of these. Alright. I'm probably not going to want to recruit something, and I'm probably not going to have something I want to right hand man. So. Ooh, that's a recruitable. Snip Snap is actually also pretty good. All Death Rattle will trigger twice, so Snip Snap actually floods the board with extra minions. Can you discard an Echo? Can you discard an Echo of a card? Because if you can, you play Snip Snap and then you do another Echo effect. Sorry, a discard effect. You discard the Echoed card and you get extra value, right, out of that. Obviously, The Undertaker gained the Death Rattle effects of 3 friendly minions that died this game. There are Death Rattle minions that we want to put in this deck, but I don't necessarily think that we want to go all in on an Undertaker. That said, do we want to go all in on Doom Guards? Probably not. It might be correct to right-hand man the Deathwing, just so that I always have a Deathwing in the opening hand. The only problem is that means that I will almost always discard Deathwing, right? Because Cataclysm will discard it, Doom Guards, with 3 of them in the deck especially. It's quite
I can always enjoy a quiet night.
I do want to get rid of the Duskbat, but the rest of the cards are really good, so I can't do that. I think I actually, just for the sake of minion value, especially because I already have definitely the ability to trigger Lucari Sacrifice like 10 times over, I think we go for Snip Snap.
Oh, look, you made a friend. Now shake
I'm
on.
gonna put that in my opening hand just so that I can try and defend in the early game. For what I was talking about earlier, right? I am gonna have difficulty with my HP values, so things that defend me, pretty effective. Also, things that have death rattles that heal me are gonna be pretty effective. We'll see if we find any of those. The most impactful thing we could probably get is Jeklik. High Priest Jeklik. High Priestess Jeklik?
Versus Oshi.
Elevated member of the clergy Jeklik.
Regrets.
Oh, I've read about you. You're awful.
So you've heard. The right hand man came in and good luck again. Thankfully we just yoink. Wait, what? I not right hand man something to my... Oh, I did, right, but I'm only going to do it. It's fine. Summon a random friendly minion that died this game. Malcazar's costs 0. I suspect I don't play it until I'm about to discard cards, lest my opponent remove it.
I'll take you down with me. You are not the boss of me.
Some draw going on. Eager underling is me. Damn it. At the very least, the enemy is unlikely to now be able to remove the Malcazar's Imp. Ah, there's the Soul Reaper Scythe. We can't discard that one. That's too important. I'll take that. It's good enough. Good enough. Is it good enough? Yeah, it's good enough. Minions with taunt are basically just going to be good enough for the sake of the... I didn't even think about that! Soul Reaper Scythe triggers twice! Okay, that's good news to have.
Shells up!
Uh-huh. Nosferatu, Void Walker, and then I got a Nether Portal for the next turn. It's looking good for us. Uh-oh. That's going to be a problem with repeat history, so obviously we don't want to kill Starlog if we can avoid it. Snip Snap. Expedite makes Snip Snap so much better. There are so many synergies here that I just didn't consider. I feel like a garbage boy for having not considered them. That said, we can now learn whether or not Snip Snap is going to work in the way that I want Snip Snap to work.
You are not the boss of me.
Does Doomguard discard it? It does! And now I'm overdrawing because I'm bad. I wouldn't have done it if we didn't. Got him. This deck actually might be really good. I mean, the other packs are just still bad. All right, more discard, I guess. I need more cards in this deck because with the Malcazar's Imp, if it goes off, and it's pretty easy to get it to go off, right? It's 0 cost, so I just play it on the same turn as I do with the other things. We run out of cards.
Tekkan versus Dreamers.
Prepare your regrets.
I suspect I might just keep... No. Because I only want to cast it on 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't want to cast it just on 2. Like, it's good on 2, but I don't just want to cast it on 2 if I can avoid it. If at all I can. Stop Lucari.
Impossible. Impossible.
Never say never, bud.
Wait a minute. You're not a customer.
I'm some sort of undead jackal?
You are not the boss of me.
Yeah, I'm happy to lose that card.
I've got a big enough cage to lock you up in.
Okay, we're gonna go face. That's unfortunate. I think I want to trigger without using Cataclysm now. Ideally, what would have happened that turn is that's explosive trap, so then I can play the Dusk Bat for its actual full value. That said, ideally.
You are not the boss of me.
Cataclysm to discard 1 card and draw 2, but I also destroy my entire own board. No, thank you. I'm also going to ignore Leok here. The primary reason I'm doing that is because this is either Venom Strike or it's Snake Trap. It's almost certainly Snake Trap, but it might be Venom Strike.
I keep some common pets around too.
And the trigger conditions for those is attacking a minion with one of mine. That said, here I do want to clear something off the board so I can play Lucari, so... There's Snake Trap. Oh, Venom Strike! Okay, it was good to see that it's there. Thought I was jumping at shadows when I was defending myself against that earlier. Glad to see I wasn't. I'm gonna draw 4 cards as a result of this. Well, there's the Soul Reaper's Scythe.
Of course.
Alright, I should just be able to wait for the enemy to have like a good Death Rattle minion on board, especially because they're just crafting exotic pets constantly. I feel like I should probably also sack one of my Malkazars now. I'm gonna overdraw. Maybe both of them. Yeah, both of them. Because next turn is Soul Reaper Scythe, then Solarium. Solarium discards the final 3 cards, and then we... Maybe use Solarium this turn. Is there any reason not to? No. Cool. So we drew 3 cards, and then we discard them at the end of our turn. Oh no, we didn't get value out of them. Yes, we did. You got tricked and bamboozled. We've got the Lucari Sacrifice off now. Take a Nether Portal. So the Nether Portal is effectively just going to keep me valuable on the board while I wait for something to Soul Reaper Scythe. It's fine. I'm gonna play the Malkazar's Imp just to get it out of my hand. Bingo! That's us, thank you. Now I do need 4 spaces on the board in order to get everything from my Soul Reaper Scythe here. So 1, 2, then also Reaper Scythe to kill it. It's pretty good.
This one's popular. It's easy to train.
I also would have liked that, especially because I discard my hand so readily that Emperor Tharasan isn't... It's fine. It's not... You know what I mean? Like... It's not that, right? Thankfully we had a lethal. Good fight. So we've already had our first bartender, so this means... 1 more fight and then I get my second passive treasure. Ooh, no, I get one now. Elixir of Vim. Draw 2 extra cards a turn, you're immune to fatigue. So, what does Elixir of Vim provide for us? Because we already have enough draw based off of the Malkazar's Imps. Well, it makes sure that I get to key cards at the right time. And we will never have a problem with not being able to get all of our cards out of our hand. We always will. Just discard them. It does make all of these Malkazar's Imps far less valuable for us. Honestly, the faster we get to the Scythe, the faster we win the game. I think we take Vim. So we're pairing draw with the ability to discard pretty much everything. And we'll be doing it again. This is way better than the other packs. Especially because Clutch Mother... So, cards that...
The best people in dives such as this. By best, I mean bad.
Cards that keep giving you hand value, right? So another card that you have the ability to discard when you discard them, like Zavis, like Jeklik, Those cards are really, really important in a deck like this. So if Zavis comes up here, I'll just triplicate it. If I get the opportunity. Gang's all here. I can triplicate it. Beautiful. It's 100% exactly what I want to get done. Dismiss. Yeah, we'll probably dismiss the Earthen Ring. Despite the fact that we do want a little bit of a heal, Earthen Ring's quite weak.
Get him out of here. I appreciate the extra business.
There's nothing on the enemy's board I currently want to take. I'll Kindle. Worst case scenario, I remove, yeah, Defile. Because I knew that the other three in the deck are pretty good. Defile removes a little bit more of my board clear, but again, if I am contesting the board, I've already screwed up somewhere horribly. Ideally there, I actually wanted to remove Hellfire, though. And then recruit a veteran. Zavis and Jeklik are the two best that I can get, obviously.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that one. They're irregular.
Death Rattle's triggered twice, so we'll just take Sneeds. We're probably never going to get to play Sneeds. By the time that Sneeds would be playable, we'll have just discarded it with a different effect. But it'll be interesting. Yeah, I do want to thicken this deck up as much as possible. It's also still quite low cost despite everything, so... This is weird. This deck is either incredible or it's going to get to the late game and immediately die. I don't know which.
Your regrets.
It's exciting.
I
Say that.
know exactly where this is going.
What? Pretty sure you have a counterspell in your deck available. Just making me a wee bit uncomfortable. Ooh, 2 Zavises. Don't mind if I do. Malcazars. I don't act. Maybe I just discard Malcazars with the Reckless. Thing is, obviously, I want to be discarding something else, right?
Intriguing.
I don't want to Solarium and then draw into, like, Cataclysm, because that's the best card in my deck right now. I think I do just naturally play the Reckless here. I lose Malcazar, so I don't have to worry about doing all of the overdrawing stuff.
The future holds whispers of the hunters.
Yes, yes, those whispers I spoke of.
Of which I spoke. Hellfire? Hey, there's Cataclysm.
Here's it, break.
Don't really need to do anything here right now, right? Ideally, I can kill my own Malcazar's Imp next turn, but I don't want to play it and then not be able to kill it and then overdraw my entire deck. I'll be able to kill it. Especially if they play that minion. Bingo! That'll get it done.
Behold.
Sack that off, attack the face, Cataclysm. Goodbye, entire hand's worth of value. Hello! 3 Clutch Mother Zavises as well as the Lucari Sacrifice. It's good to meet you. Lucari Sacrifice, the Nether Portal is playable next turn now. And Soul Reaper Sight still hasn't been drawn from the deck unless I burnt it. I don't think I burnt it though. No, it's just the Dust Bound.
Why do you
The future holds whispers of the hunters.
Meant to do that.
Yes, yes, those whispers.
Obviously, I had to get rid of the counterspell, because if I didn't get rid of the counterspell, I won't be able to play the... whatever BS I draw from now on out. Oh, dear.
You are not the boss of me. What can I blast for you?
What does the future?
At least we're immune to fatigue.
My breath.
And we still have a Hellfire in the deck, so that's obviously what I was doing. I was just making sure that it gets a play my Hellfire. Hey, what's up, Scythe? I may just swing that Scythe for face. Yeah, I don't want to add any of these minions to the pool. I'm already summoning 4 minions whenever I swing this.
Feel the fury of the sun.
It's fine. We're gonna have a real buff board at the end of this. And a low-cost hand.
The future holds whispers of the hunters.
I like a girl with a big hand and a low-cost minions. That's bad. Alright, so I'm gonna overdraw 1 card. Hopefully it's not the a Doom Guard.
There are no cards, behold.
Goodbye, Lakari. There wasn't a Doom Guard in there to overdo anyway. 1. 2. Thinking 2 is a good idea. Maybe 3. Ooh, you know what? It's actually 4. Let's go for 4. That's a big minion. I'll attack that cross there because I definitely don't want that removing something better. That hurts me in the bit where my soul should be. Oh no! Alright, worst comes to worst, we just play Deathwing and then play a bunch of Zavises out afterwards. We can even play Sneeds into Deathwing if we need to. I don't really need to save any more mana. But if the enemy has to trade 2 more minions into mine, I mean, come on. I'm gonna make him do that 100% of the time.
You're so sweet.
Fine. Fine cards to throw and fine cards to have gotten back. I'll play this Samus now.
The future holds whispers.
I do want to leave space so that if Sneeds dies first, it can still summon 2 things.
We're all hunters in our own way.
1, 2, 3. Hero power. 4. Got him!
Was expected.
As soon as you saw the deck as I walked in, you should have known. You should have known. Lord Godfrey gives us a little bit more board clear. And Dr. Boom's bombs blow up twice. Obviously, Carnivorous Cube is a really good way to get a ridiculous amount of copies of a minion on the board, but I already flood the board quite effectively myself, so I don't think I necessarily need that. Obviously, Eager Underling is good, but Soul Infusion and Hyreek are pretty bad. Taking high cost cards is not exactly something I want to be making a habit of here, though, because then I'm going to have a lot of difficulty getting those cards out of my hand before I can actually benefit, so that I don't burn cards from the Elixir of Vim, drawing us 3 extra.
Sky Captain Smiggs.
I really do want to get rid of, like, every single copy of Malchezaar's Imp in the entire deck, though.
What exactly have I happened upon? Raiders? In Dalaran?
Yeah, that summarizes it, Smigs. Glad you're on board.
Impossible, impossible, impossible.
The possible made possible. Ooh, you drew the patches. Bad luck. Just Just gonna clear your board in response to all that, if you don't mind. Hopefully Namparadu doesn't get discarded here, but it's 50-50. Gotcha, Zavis.
You can be whatever you want.
I'm playing 3 cards out of hand. I can't afford to burn the Scythe.
You're so sweet.
Should have done Darkshire first, though. The possibility existed that I discarded Zavis. 3 damage to all enemy minions. So if you do that, then that'll attack across. Okay. So taking out one of the 1/1s here means that if the enemy does that hero power, they still have to hit it with the Hench Clan. Like that. So I got a free removal of a 1/1. It's okay. There's sorry the Scythe. Well, now I can't. Now I can't play any of my discard cards this turn.
What can I blue? Not the boss, not the boss.
You can be whatever you want.
Ow. Ow again. Alright, we're going face.
I know we have more cannonballs.
Feel the fury of the sand.
So that swing goes face so that I can just summon a bunch of good minions. And then I'll trade off that one and start to trade off here as well. Some buffs out, nice. Get a bunch of cost reduction on my hand stuff as well, lovely. One problem is that we're very likely to start overdrawing a bunch of Zavis here as well. So while I do have like a death grip on the board, I could lose that pretty easily, in fact. Godfrey is like a good play to kill all the enemy minions, but I mean, how many enemy minions are there going to be at that point?
Behold, my hand is full.
Snip, snap. Ouch. That feels bad. Okay, so if I get to play 2 Doom Guards this turn, then that's good for us.
Who dares summon me? Who dares summon me?
That'll get it done. There's my Nether Portal for the next turn. I mean, this is a very, very reliable Nether Portal trigger deck. It's just whether or not the Nether Portal is going to be enough by itself in the late game to win. That's what I have to worry about. Hell, if I could get a second copy of Lakari Sacrifice in this deck, I would actually probably be able to use it. Wee bit remarkable. Very glad that I managed to get 2 Zavis there. Literally the only 2 cards in my hand I didn't want to discard out of 5. Oh well.
Reinforcements be here.
I still don't think it's going to be a problem.
Why do you call?
Flooded board! I mean, I know I keep repeating myself, but this deck is either going to be incredible or it's going to die instantly, and I still don't know which. Hero power, and then demon. When I say instantly, I do mean instantly in a late game fight, right? I don't mean instantly, because otherwise, I clearly don't know what the word instantly means. Double playing things is actually not good for us here. Because a lot of the things that we play come with a cost, right? Like, double playing Soul Reaper Scythe is hilarious, but I need Overpowered and Soul Reaper Scythe in the same hand to do that. Double playing Cataclysms, like most of the things here, I don't actually want to double play if I can avoid it at all. Is that true? Yeah, it actually is. Orb of the Untold, 20 damage split between all enemies. That's just really weak. The candles, 3 damage to all enemy minions. I mean, board clear is a little bit of a problem for us. We've got Cataclysm and then we've got our own board, like, competition. But, and Godfrey. And 2 Deathwings, but still, there's intermediate turns where I still need some board clear, and that could just be provided by the candles. I suspect it will be. Yes! That's what I need. I need some cards that benefit when I discard them, but also leave my hand. So not things like Jeklik at this point, because Jeklik is actually just going to overfill my hand, right? The Zabuses are really good, but that plus Jeklik would be overkill. But Silverware Golems are just gonna populate the board while I do my early game discards. It's gonna be incredible. Quite pleased, frankly. Woo!
Prepare your regrets.
1 turn, 2 turn, hopefully it discards this. It's perfect. Gotta remember I have Expedite and it's not applied until after I actually enter the fight, so their minion cost is gonna be reduced by 1 now. The Scythe. I should have something that I can actually kill with a Scythe that's going to be valuable in this combat. I really ought to.
Once upon a time.
Get a big dragon.
Get it out! Get it out!
Move! I handle these.
Only one I didn't want to discard. That said, Darkshire has the double death rattle of draw 2 cards, and that's actually bad for us at this point in time, so that's not a good minion to hit with the Scythe. I'm gonna overdraw a little here, sure. It's fine. I mean, if you did that in the... You know what? I'm not going to tell him.
Behold, my hand is full.
Risk it? It's pretty important I do. Don't discard the Scythe!
Dare summon me.
That looked really, really awful. Thankfully it wasn't. It looked like it was, though. My terror was justified. Thank you, Nazari, for confirming my inner monologue.
Once upon a time.
I go for another Doom Guard.
Behold, my hand is full.
I don't have discard after that, though.
Who dares summon me?
It's fine. I think I actually just summoned the big Jeklik now. Jeklik, sorry, Zavas. It's pretty good. I only need to discard 1 more card until I have my portal out there. Stop! Get a good minion, God! I'm kind of relying on my enemy board clearing me here, by the way. For that same reason, I'll throw out the Malchazar's Imp. Malchazar's Imp is just a 0 mana 1/3 that I get to play out on the board. It does have anti-synergy with me discarding things at this point. But it helps me run things out of my hand pretty quickly. Gotta appreciate that. Dr. Boom Zavas. Summon a Nazari. How about that? Oh no, because your hero power is on autocast, so you can't do that. Kobold Scalebane is good enough. Especially because it'll trigger at the end of the turn and there's 2 of them, so we just get a real buff board if we do that. I was trying to clear as many minions off my own board as possible before doing this. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so it is summoning them in the order in which they were put into the scythe. Which is good news. Snip Snap is not just permanent lethal, right? The echoes won't have the cost reduction. It's not the reduction of cost to the card, it's a reduction of cost to that cast of that card.
Behold, my hand is full.
Yeah, unless a couple of important things though. Do I want to just Snip Snap a bunch of times here? I could just Twin Spell twice.
What form of wickedness shall I choose?
Actually, I guess I just go face.
Who dares summon me?
There's my Lucari Sacrifice. If I can sack one of my minions, I'll do that. Not sack a single minion.
Paltry task.
So I don't need to play Lucari Sacrifice now. Neat. Oh, this is so powerful! I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. When are we gonna see that this is actually awful and I'm bad? Because it'll happen. Take across there, summon another demon, another hero power, and now we can lock the match out. Beautiful. Ah, dang it! I could have sacked another minion there and played the Voidwalker, got one more demon played. Damn.
Deep breath for this one.
25 seconds to my turns. I don't really take any longer than that though. Should be fine.
Tekad versus Noroa.
Alright, Norol.
Prepare
Throw the Eagle Underling, keep the rest.
Tick tock.
Tick tock, Mr. Wick. Woo! Sorry for siphoning the opening hand. That's something that at this point, I don't wait for a minion. I just hit face. Get that face.
You don't have time to kill.
Impossible.
I definitely have time to kill.
Don't worry. I'll make this quick. Got something to hide? The clock is ticking.
Woo! Nothing lower cost than the Zavis in hand. Love him. Let's go the Zavis. Gain the Zavis back. Probably do just want to play Zavis and Dustbat next time. Though.
Look at the time.
You are not the boss of me. Not the boss of me.
Mm-hmm.
The sands of time run short. Into the race.
We'll be able to control the Ethereal Lock this in a couple turns. It's fine.
I'm late. I'm late.
For a very important date. First thing we do here, again, as per usual, I've got to attack here, just in case that's splitting image. If it wasn't. Or duplicate, that's another thing that would actually force me to attack in that direction. Don't want to discard 2 random cards. I can't do anything that would jeopardize the Soul Reaper's Scythe at this point. So it's Lotheb.
The sands of time run short.
I'll never tell.
Can't play any secrets with that. Okay, so they're locked out. Both of those are probably secrets then.
Behold, my hand is full. The end is close.
Smack him. Look at that board. Oh, that's a board. I love that they have so many end of turn effects as well. So I just get to wait a couple thousand years for the turn to end.
Behold, my hand is full.
Shells.
Sneeds should be played, but after something else. Just to try and guarantee that I don't get it mirror image. I was pretty sure that there wasn't a mirror image going on there, but also, yeah. I could have easily gotten swept up and lost track of what was going on.
Excuse me.
So the enemy is getting +2 spell damage per turn. The only thing in their deck with spell damage effects is explosive runes.
Let us wreak havoc.
So it's not something I really need to worry about.
Behold, my hand is full.
Shells.
Good FaceTime. How many candles?
The
That's the counter spell.
time runs short.
And Duck Boom. Frees up some space in my hand. We already have enough board presence. The enemy is not going to be able to do anything here. And if they are, then I'll just Deathwing them. Twice. Can't do it at the same time, obviously. What we need in this deck is a Cthulhu. Not a Cthulhu, sorry, a Mechathune. Because then
I'm late.
Then I can cast Mechathune and then Deathwing after and just win the game.
The power courses through me.
Behold, my hand is full.
I'm still sad about that one. Alright. Hero power first. Step across. Summon a demon. Face, face, face. I love that all of this is still resolving, but we know we've won. Bye. So it is, Magistrates. So it is. My apologies. Alright. Double Death Rattle shovels 2 more Tagowags into my deck. Tagawag just goes off. What would I fill my entire deck with if I was to use the Duplicate Transmogrifier here? Would it just be Clutch Mother Zavices? I think the diversity of my cards is actually really good. I can't do that. Tagawag's more board clear. Fine.
He's a crafty mage. I suspect he hides cards in his sleeves.
So is it always Magistrix, Vargoth, who's after Vargoth? And then Khadgar at the very end? Is it always those 4 as the final 4 that you have to fight? Because if it is, then I need to start planning around each of them individually every single time that I do a run like this.
Prepare your regrets.
So for instance, I need to make sure that I have board clear so that I can contest the enemy having a board full of minions that have spell damage, because then those minions with spell damage will give me the old what for. Savvy? I'm liking how little of the time we're drawing Malkazar's Imp in the wrong position. Much appreciated.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Taste arcane power!
Delectable. This enemy is going to be casting a lot of damage to our face, which will be a bit of a problem for us. Do I get out the Imp early? We actually get Tagawag out early here. We're gonna... Like, Tagawag's not the most useful it's ever been there, but I'll try and kill it, get it back, put it back in my deck, get it back out again, go again and again and again and again. Those are really bad results. It's like awkward results, actually. Veradu, Reckless. That also draws us a card because I'm bad. I should have traded first. Lion. What is that? That was bad. If I overdraw my Taggawag as a result of this, it's entirely my fault, then I'm still going to be sad about it, obviously.
Behold, my hand is full.
This is a handful of stuff that is pretty garbage. Alright. Fine. Goodbye, hand! Hello, Clutch Mother Zavison, Lakari Sacrifice. And I have the ability to develop the Lakari Sacrifice next turn. Sorry, not the Lakari Sacrifice. Hello, Lakari Sacrifice as a result. Nether Portal. Those work frustratingly well with one another. It's not Casper. I don't want to wait an extra turn so that I Solarium and then Taggawag. Like, it's so delayed.
Might of the Kirin Tor.
You're more than welcome to take a couple more copies of that if you'd like. Summon them all in the next turn, please. Be my guest. Good stat line right there.
We have vengeance.
Regret this.
Lots of Taggawag. Taggawag Zavis probably as well, actually. Taggawag, Zavis. And hell, I'll even Lotheb. Actually, Lotheb gets way better over the course of this fight, right? The longer I leave it. Sure, but I can also just lock the enemy out of the next turn. Because then they summon, hopefully, a bunch of their spell damage minions, and then I just kill all of them. Because the enemy isn't playing any spells with them.
You will regret this.
Could be a considerably worse turn than that. At least. Right, of course. We're not going to get 2 Taggwags on our deck, by the way. Because Taggawag says, shuffle this into your deck. Shuffle this. Not a copy of this, but this. So if I shuffle this into my deck twice, I'm just shuffling it. I'm shuffling my deck twice, and this card is in there. Whereas 2 copies of it would be done on shuffle a copy of this into your deck. I love how much energy the enemy is expending on still not quite clearing my board. It's a lot of energy to expend to not achieve your aims. I couldn't be more sympathetic, frankly. Yeah, let's get the garbage minions out of hand. Fine. I just don't want to overdraw Taggawag. Like, really important that I don't.
This should do.
It's also really important that I don't overdraw my Sarupa Scythe. Ideally, the enemy clears my entire board, then I get the Soul Reaper Scythe, then I swing for the face, and life is good. This could be that. Hellfire Soul Reaper Scythe this turn. Here we go. Soul Reaper Scythe. No. Oh, discarded 2 Zavis is there? Damn. That'll do.
Arcane power at a moment's notice.
Starlight.
You need to stop hitting our face with that. It's actually really frustrating.
Feel the fury of the sand.
Oh, it doesn't do them in order. Okay. Oh, well, that means that I might end up with 2 Cobalt Scale Bands occasionally. Neat. It's fine. No face. Thank you. That's a clear 2 minions there. That's actually pretty good. He's doing a real good job clearing my minions. Like an unexpectedly excellent job. Gotta make sure that I'm always getting a 3-2 every single turn, because as soon as I get to the end of my deck, I'm running out of value.
Science overwhelming.
Okay. It's to be expected. Do you want to keep my 8-4 though? I think I might like the candles 3 times here. Alright. That should be our win. If the enemy, like, if we get to this point and then the enemy manages to clear our board, then we have trouble. Oh, we got trouble. We got trouble right here in Hearthstone, and it starts with B, and that stands for board, which is followed by clear. Oh, you got trouble.
Incarnation of magic. Move quickly before he saws someone in half.
Alright. I did forget about Calic, but in my defense, Calic did nothing in any of the runs that I've fought Calic. Which is to say, in the one run that I faced Calic, it was really easy to kill Calic.
Prepare your regrets.
Alright, let's go, Lackery.
You have reason to be frightened, invader.
Alright. Do I just go for another early Cataclysm strat?
You are not the boss of me.
I'm ideally going to be sacking that minion. Cast a spell. That'll do. Happy to have lost it. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to Malcazar's, then Reckless Dire Troll, just because it summons the Silverware Golem if I do it in that order. We actually got a lot of board presence in just that turn. That has to die. It's extremely important that dies, actually. I think we have to tag away this turn.
Dalaran could have been your home too.
Just like
Hopefully I get to sack both of my Malkazars imps against that minion.
Behold the might of Dragon Wrath!
I suspect the enemy is already lost. They get one card a turn now. Unless they have something in their deck that's going to ridiculously overdraw them. That was, like, tragically bad. Why? Ryan! You big dummy. I explicitly did not want to draw the extra cards there. I should have just sacked the minion first. For some reason, I thought that, oh, all of my minions must be dead. They're not. Well, Hearthstone is a really good top deck.
You tangle with powers beyond your comprehension.
Behold, my hand is full.
What can I bless for you? So sweet.
I need the enemy to clear my board so I can actually do stuff now. I could discard 3 things with the Solarium right now. Fine. Ooh, rough. Rough! Fine. It's okay. I get my Lucari portal. So I've got my Lucari portal and my Soul Reapers in hand. It's a very expensive secret.
Behold, my hand is full.
Please kill my board. I'm desperate for you to kill my board.
Come, my allies, aid me.
How did you end up with a really good hand after all of that? Oh, you do have a minion in hand? Okay.
Behold, my hand is full.
1, 2. Get a wide board buff here. You know what? Counter it. You wouldn't. Coward. Just went straight to trash talking.
Bends to my command.
I want to cast the spell.
Behold, my hand is full.
Alright, all face all the time. And again. For good measure.
The fury of the sands.
Oh, alright, Khadgar. Come on. Come and have a go if you think you are enough. We already have like a board full at all times. I guess that helps me refill my board if my board state gets destroyed again. Seems a bit weak. Banana Split is real powerful. Maybe I just hold Banana Split in hands until I have exactly the right card out. So like Sneeds, or I guess anything big like Dr. Boom, Deathwing, obviously. Eager Underling is also another really good card to hit with it. Taggawag is great to hit with it. Just because you have Taggawag, actually.
Archmage is smart. Be smarter. The Archmage is skilled, so cheat.
All right, let me just load up Sheet Engine here. I'm just tapping the keyboard. Tap, 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 tap. I'm in. Tap, 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 tap.
Prepare your regret.
I'm gonna need a hacker on this keyboard as well if we're gonna get this done.
His plan is finished.
I do need board control from basically day dot here, otherwise the enemy will just destroy me with the stuff. Specifically, the 2/3 elemental that copies your spells. It's gonna be real rough.
I serve the Kirin Tor.
Wonderful spell, that one.
Mm-hmm. Nice. It's nice that we have the pause in hand. And that hits Zavis as well. That's really good. And I don't even overdraw this turn. The problem is now I do need to concern myself with, am I going to overdraw now? I may actually just Zavis and Banana Split just to give myself board control.
Serve the Kirin Tor.
That's a good spell.
I have to start removing those. I need at least 2 cards out of this hand. I can't overdraw the Scythe. That ends my game. The Scythe is so important to me right now. I may end up just cataclysming so that I don't overdraw the Scythe. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare.
My hand is full.
Sneeze.
The truth is in
I can get
here.
3 cards out of hand this time. Yeah.
What
That'll
can
do.
I bless for you?
It'll give you a choice.
Sorry to be really serious about this, but it's very important.
Serve the Kirin
This would be my first
Tor.
heroic victory with on the final wing. It's a lot of duplications. Please kill the underling. Please kill the underling. Please kill the underling. Thank you. So now I have a good board state.
Behold, my hand is full.
All it took was waiting theoretically forever. I can candles. I can't get many cards out of my hand, or as many cards out of my hand here as I'd like.
So many dark.
Maybe that means I should just play a Doomguard instead
So
then.
little time.
I think I do.
Who dares summon me?
Alright. That'll work. I just need to make sure I don't overdraw the Scythe. Don't overdraw the Scythe. Don't overdraw the Scythe. It's also really important I kill that Archmage Apprentice as quickly as possible. Didn't overdraw Taggawag, that's good as well. Do I just Taggawag this turn then? Yeah. Taggawag Doomguard. Yeah, lost candles. That's fine. Lakari back in hands. That's my turn. Next turn, right? Probably Lakari, double Zavis, try and trade off as much of my board as possible.
These things are so.
Oh! So that's the big hand payoff, and it gave you the other big hand payoff that is garbage stats for its cost. Awesome.
You are not the boss of me.
Paltry time.
I'm purposefully trading these off, by the way.
Paltry time.
Because if I leave the space, I just get 2/3/2s. If I don't, then I don't get them. I may as well get the value out of them while I can. Thankfully, these 3/2s are just going to guarantee that I get to kill the Kirin Tor Elementals constantly. Damn, I was really hoping that just wasn't going to work. There's the Scythe.
Feel the fury of the sand.
It's a good hand. It's a good hand. It's a good board state, I mean. Gonna have to hero power. Ooh, that's real slow. I do have Lotheb in hand as well. Okay, so I sack my Shell Razor. Then I Lotheb. Alright, well played. Yes, I just left a Kirin Tor Elemental on field. No, it's not going to be a problem. What's the enemy going to cast with it? All their spells cost 10 more. It's 10 more. 5 more, sorry. You can cast maximum of 3 mana spell right now. There you go. Ooh, I'm terrified. Look at me, I'm shaking my little booties.
Behold, my hand is full.
Let's get just a real big minion. Also throw out a Numbrado, I guess.
Oh! My board is full.
So you can't play it as a buff after. Oh, that's so annoying. I should have just continued. I don't know why I'm... Oh, you messed up the best stat combination.
Behold the cosmos.
I've got tons of these things.
I serve the Kirin Tor.
Uh-huh. I feel like I'm probably going to lose the Cobalt Scalebane.
There are no cards left. Behold, my hand is full.
Okay, so we overdrew Tagawag at some point? I didn't see that happen. Okay. Time to go all face and be pretty pleased about it. I could play Solarian, there's no reason to.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Flame Strike isn't gonna save you. Blizzard would have saved you for a turn, so would have Flame, not Flame. What's it called the game? It's not Flame. It's called something else. Hero Power, Lakari, and Base. We'll finish it with a Snip Snip. So it turns out the deck wasn't garbage. It was incredible. I knew it was one of the two. Beautiful. Unlock Seeker. Unlock Impressive. Unlock the Pact. Oh, I did summon 50. Oh, was summon. Huh. Wild. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been the Dalaran Heist in Heroic. That's been Chapter 5. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.